Hey guys, tightrope here, bringing you a 1v1 today. We're on road to Tunis. Today spawning on the right is Across the Pacific with Wehrmacht. Straight away locking into Luftwaffe. On the left hand side is HamSAMwich with US forces down selected on the battle group currently. This is a Patreon backer similar game in terms of rankings. Across the Pacific around 550. HamSAMwich 430.
Here.
So double pile into Grenadier does seem to be the most popular start at the moment for Wehrmacht. This is like a pretty solid map overall for like machine guns though. Machine guns in these buildings in the middle can be a pretty difficult obstacle to overcome.
Location secured. See, Kinder? Now we've got cover.
Send word.
Piles kept here, then where are they going? Good sandbags on all the points.
MG-42 and crew available.
Machine gewehr ready.
On the other side, the engineers are not doing the same. Well, Pyro's getting stopped here for a little bit. Some sandbags up on the VP could be pretty strong.
I want sandbag fortifications at this position.
Took a little bit long coming from here to here.
Pioneers ready.
Doing that though. This machine gun's setting up.
Weapon team ready.
Start stacking.
I'm not sure what it's doing there. Maybe it's going to make a dash for the building now.
This territory is ours.
He's got shot once. Looks like they're going to try complete at least one notch of sandbags.
Pioneers have secured.
That's enemy infantry. Keep them back.
Bit slow on the cancel.
Grenadiers have finished the
MG-42
sandbags.
and crew
Go
ready.
to their movers.
Oh, where did these guys go? They retreated for some reason.
Grenadiers have been mustered for
We're going to
battle.
go and cap on this side. I think I probably would have left them on this side. Expecting the Grenadier to maybe win this fight. Maybe it could get involved coming around this side and maybe getting a bit of flank going. And then try cap down this side with that afterwards. Retreating, then try cap up this side.
Grenadiers.
Leaves the Grenadiers without enough firepower. If a rifleman squad shows up, you're probably going to lose anyway if the rifleman squad shows up. Depending on how much damage you take fighting against the scout, but at least you got a shot of winning. Can't do that otherwise.
Keep calm, pioneers.
Not sure if the machine gun has shot at something, but
Pioneers in enemy entanglement.
We have lost control of a victory
either way, a
point.
mortar is coming in.
Anyone got eyes on territory, Commandant?
And if you're this, like, well surrounded, got a couple squads all around the machine gun, it's at no risk of being pushed from, like, any angle. You might as well jump it out of the building and bring it in to fight somewhere,
Grenadiers assembled.
either for the cutoff.
Grenadiers.
The enemy has cut
It
us
is cut off.
We have territory out of
Getting out
supply.
now,
Ready.
just in time, because more shells starting to come in. Right, we can get the decap off.
MG-42 and crew ready.
Probably need to get into this heavy cover over here. Want to fight that? Oof.
Coming down. On us.
Big shot there. Really is just charging in. Need to regain control of the cutoff fast.
Alarm.
Accomplishing
Sector
that.
overrun.
Losing control down here though because of that scout. Never forcing away over here. Coming back to bite across the Pacific.
Very good.
And MG spinning on the spot, but it got spotted by something and took a couple mortar shells there.
Installing an infantry
Flamer
officer.
coming in. Squad inside the building. Jumping out before burst even comes through, so that's good. Scout chased off the far side. Ross Pacific now has enough fuel for Panzer Grenadier Company, if that's going to be the option. Only 2 riflemen from HamSAMwich, so
Spread out, Kinder.
Weapon team at the ready. Press the
okay,
attack.
going for the 3rd one now after the ISC
We have
is
lost
done.
the sector.
Mortar incoming.
The machine guns having a bit of a hard go of things at the moment. Constantly
Research
getting
completed.
found. by the mortar. I mean, it's a strong tool to play through with the middle, but sometimes it can be even stronger to have it on the far edge. Especially if you like come down this side, harass your opponent's fuel, set up a machine gun so they have to push back in here. And maybe force back the first wave of troops that they think is going to be enough to win the fight. Then they have to bring the second wave with the mortar and more capping squads. Bigger territory damage. So there's a big setup coming here. Pioneer's got to be careful. Could be a wipe on retreat on the horizon. See, Across the Pacific did go for efficiency training.
Aim your rifle and fire.
He's holding on to their moral count nicely here. Might be able to win this. Good move here, chasing away the mortar. Feels like the machine gun's been back at base for a very long time, but coming out now with some healing.
I see them.
Guys trying to do a bit of a wrap around, some cheeky action. Right behind the building, maybe play some games with their flamethrower. Goes for a decap on the fuel. Might actually be successful. There's only a mortar back here. I don't know if he heard that mortar firing, but he did dodge. As soon as you hear that. Wow, the flame actually forcing a retreat over here, it seems like. Didn't dodge after the first mortar shell. It's walloped by the second. Don't know if they've got the medics ready to activate, but if the captain hadn't arrived, might have been a spot to like pull back to some heavy cover, use self-healing. Wait for an enemy to push into you there. So yeah, bringing the machine gun down the side this time, but oh boy, that's a Greyhound at a pretty early timing as well.
Give us a target.
No AT gun yet for Across the Pacific. It has unlocked the LG-40. For a Panzer Grenadier first. Has enough manpower to go for an AT gun. I think it's fine not to go for an AT gun until you see the Greyhound, because it's not as lethal as it used to be right out of the gate, right? Needs the machine gun upgrade first. Not that likely to get wipes on retreats like it used to, so the immediate impact of it definitely lessened. And if you go for an AT gun before you see the Greyhound, and then you have like a useless unit until like, maybe the 13th minute of the game, against the pressure from US forces, that is basically GG. You're going to lose the match at that stage, so I think it's fine going for the AT gun afterwards. But it goes for LG-40 anyway. Would be worth considering just going for a pack.
You have orders?
Panzer Grenadier Company is... The enemy
Just,
has taken a
more
victory
damage
point.
per shot, more accurate as well. Really helps out against the lower target size of the Greyhound. Let's use the phosphorus rounds there. Need to get out, yep. Greyhound going to chase the AT gun, coming out to the wrong side. Coming across now. Probably should already have been about here. Greyhound chasing, looking for the wipe. The HamSAMwich, popped armoured, got Vet 1. Looking for the wipe here. I was going to say Raketin. LG-40 here. Oh, needs to land one more shot though. Oh no, it's not enough damage. Wow, the armoured skirt saving the day there. That's what I was saying, the LG-40, I was surprised it landed the second shot, honestly. It has less damage per hit. Making the difference there. Could have been the kill. So Across the Pacific has gone for Vet 1 training from this structure as well. There's 2 Panzer Grenadiers out. That's a lot of infantry now for Across the Pacific. Just relying on the Grenadier healing at this stage. Still have 3 Grenadiers though, so it's alright. Might have been a fine play to try rush out a Stug though. Bit of extra support.
Mortar incoming! Down!
Oh boy.
We have
Oh.
a surplus of command points available.
Oh, let retreat. The bars have come online. Oh, that's a lucky escape. 2 close calls for across the Pacific now. Wow. G40 getting a HE shot off there from his V1. But yeah, Stug. So you can kind of control both sides of the map. You can have LG40 on one, Stug on the other. Stug has a much better chance of killing the Greyhound because it can actually chase. Maybe across the Pacific going for a straight tick up. Can't play too far away from the LG40 though.
Lucky day.
Territory lost.
Making use of healing. Can't do this while you're running out of base though. Small VP lead to across the Pacific at this stage. If you're in the lead against US forces at this stage of the game, it's going pretty good for you. As a Wehrmacht player. Has HamSAMwich upgraded some stuff already? Oh. That's okay, not too much we're missing there. No? Just wondering where his resources are going. Feels like he should have one of those upgrades by now. In terms of manpower. Oh, that could be a turnover.
Our enemy has turned the tide.
Oh, it's just out of range. The AT gun sets up at an awkward angle. Oh, gets a shot through though. Flame is coming in. Oh, that building's on. Pixel. One more shot from the AT gun. Yes. Flattened squad side dead. Pio slow getting out though. They go down in return. Okay, Faust off. Slows down the Greyhound. Machine gun's back at base at the moment. Needed up here to stop this. Marching out though.
Enemy movement near victory point.
Bit slow bringing these guys out now. Machine gun should be up here by now. Doesn't really need healing. Over 3/4 health, it's fine. Lucky grenade retreats. Like, we saw that didn't do much. Even without retreat activated. Wouldn't have done much more.
A victory point has fallen into enemy control.
Captain being rebuilt now by HamSAMwich. Greyhound getting repaired up. I mean, the scariest part of the game is kind of over now for across the Pacific. Ticking up, and getting kind of close to a tank now. The question is, what kind of tank? Is it going to be the Brummbär? It's going to be the Panzer IV. Not sure what the right call is in this spot, honestly. He's picked up a second LG40. So probably the Brummbär in that case. But as I said, the LG40s don't scale that well into the late game. They don't have very good penetration. They will struggle against the bulldozer. This could be a squad wipe. Not chasing though. Rifleman not getting in position. Could easily have been a wipe. Could be worth considering as you're coming out along here, like taking a detour, chucking some mines down this road if you're going to do a risky, or slightly risky cap. Expecting the Greyhound to chase might save your bacon. Not plenty of munitions spare for it. Green's overstaying their welcome there.
A captain and his retinue have been reported killed in action.
Oh boy, Captain dead somewhere? I missed that. Rebuilds the Captain again.
We have command points that
Small
need
grenade in. Here comes the LG40s. Green's basing maybe, but they're staying there a little bit long. They could go down themselves. think at this stage, okay, tank's about online. Could be worth putting down a mid bunker about now as well. Got the munitions, got a little bit of manpower spare. Definitely be looking to merge into this Pegrine as soon as it gets back here with this Grenadier. Save a bit of manpower.
Captain and retinue ready.
Gonna be a P4.
On the field. New recruits in. Rifle
Yeah, I think with 2 AT guns, I probably would lean. Yeah, merge. No. Could save, what is that? Is it 8 manpower per model?
Seek and destroy tactics available.
Times
Vehicle
4
crews have
models.
clearance
It's a
to
decent
advance.
chunk of manpower you can save there with the merge.
Engineers on the field.
minesweepers,
Yeah,
cutters.
2 AT guns. I think the Brumbier is the right call. And plenty of Fausting. 3 Fausting units as well. Maybe fewer Fausts might be more incentivized to go for the P4 also. And the first tank timing isn't desperate right now for Across the Pacific. It's not like he's up against multiple Greyhounds that are pumping him all across the map. It's just the one. He doesn't need to desperately field some kind of counter to that. P4 is the option
Enemy movement near our victory point.
until upgraded online. I would guess the HamSAMwich
They're saying hi, boys.
is going to go for the easy 8 Corlin maybe. Doesn't have the tank depot up yet. Okay, a bit of a chase here from the P4. There's actually a mine right there, narrowly avoids it. Could have been disastrous with the AT gun there for HamSAMwich, who's going for a second AT gun. P4 is making a bold play, but stopping in front of the AT gun here. Needs to come across to the side of it. He took an extra shot here compared to what was necessary. Gonna get the D crew.
Enemy won't let up. We're down to 250
Oh, that was a little bit lucky even on the D crew. Could have taken a bit longer. Need to kill this off now. The AT guns are on the far side.
We've got 'em.
Slow targeting this. There it goes now. Too late. Don't think it would have died anyway. But missed opportunity. Oh boy. Oh, would that have been the kill shot?
They've captured a victory point.
No. 20 HP would have survived on. Very close call. In those situations, you really want to have your AT guns up there supporting your tank, especially a relatively mobile AT gun
Lost a scout squad.
like the LG40. Since it can retreat, you can afford to push it forward aggressively, just, you know, to polish off the decrew weapon and support the P4 if it gets low on health against maybe a freshly constructed tank. They're on the other side of the map, so in those situations, sometimes I'll just like select them if they're both on the same control group and just A-move it across the map. Hope for the best, you know? It's better than nothing. So this could be a spot for Across the Pacific to consider rebuilding the second pile
The enemy holds all victory
just to
points.
speed up repairs. Probably want to get the mid bunker down, as I was saying earlier. Have a bit of manpower spare. It's a good capping squad. Maybe chuck a few mines down. Don't want your freshly constructed tank out of action for minutes at a time waiting for one squad on repairs. Repairs spotted here, but
Command points should be spent when possible.
surprisingly little damage.
Resources
Let's get the
cut off.
decap
We
on
have
the cutoff.
territory isolated.
Greeny's hanging around here.
Gone. We must take it
The
back.
decap might be their undoing. You have two LG40s here. But they're not going to be at the right angle. These are both on HE, I think, but they're on prioritized vehicles, so they're not shooting at the infantry. Might just need to retreat here. Where's the P4? It's getting repaired. Probably need to bring it in just to guarantee the LG40 safety here. Not doing that though. Decrew 1. Rolling up. There's 2 AT guns back there. Gotta be careful. LG-40, other one getting decrewed now. Trying to get killed off. He falls up here. Takes 2 shots. Slow getting out. Bounce. Bounce! Oh, no, you can't do this. Oh, my goodness. So many opportunities to get out of there. 3 full volleys. Didn't escape. And that's the end of the P4. An LG-40 down. The other one's still up for grabs. Probably try and keep the greenies there to defend it and then grab it with the pyros. It takes 2 moles to crew.
It's on, boys.
Still could do with an AT gun. It's LG-40. Another P4 on the field. But when you know you're up against double AT guns like this, it makes it so much harder to work with the P4. Just trying to dodge the grenade. Pretty effective. LG-40 overstaying its welcome. But everything's just coming out onto the field on low health nowadays. Grenadier healing starting not to get the job done anymore. LG-40's going to have trouble shooting past this wall here, right? Looks like it's still on prioritized vehicles. Need to take these off prioritized vehicles when you switch rounds. They do not auto-take themselves off prioritized vehicles. You swap rounds. Decrewed again by the Greyhound. P4 was switching sides, now coming back across to the middle. Planes are ready to go. So it's managed to be saved for. But taking some big losses across the Pacific. 1 LG-40 dead. Panzer Grenadiers dead. 1 P4 dead. Had the lead, but now it's neck and neck. And now HamSAMwich comfortably ahead with the arrival of the Easy 8 Corlin. Has he got any of those upgrades? Yeah, he's got both of the upgrades as well. This is strength of the Corlin. Can afford all of those upgrades, really minimizing the bleed on your infantry. Still get the strength for this first tank.
Enemy infantry, close it in.
Here comes the Easy 8. No AT gun backup. Oh, there it is actually. Bounces its first shot. And there's about, is it 80 far penetration on the LG-40? So very low chance for it to actually penetrate on the frontal armor of the Easy 8. These maybe could work their way in here for a Faust. Drops the loiter. Oh, the last shot from the Easy 8 gets the job done. Could maybe get in here for the Faust for the kill. No, the loiter seals the deal. Greyhound looking for the LG-40. I mean, that's a fine trade. Trading a P4 for an Easy 8. Be way worse. 100 VPs left for HamSAMwich. P-Green's chasing, looking for a decrew. Decrew's 1. Greyhound's out of there. Didn't actually take that much extra damage from the loiter.
The enemy is stealing our munitions point.
Fortunately, there's nothing to come up here and polish this off. The stage, I'll be trying to set up, guarding the VPs a bit. Maybe this is too far forwards considering there's no anti-tank yet. Probably a good spot to merge in, run it over here to guard the MG in the middle. But yeah, definitely mid-bunker. Worked in here somewhere. Grenadier healing. It's just nice to have it, you know, to have the healing in your base. Then you can use the Grenadier healing like on the field more as well. Frees you up. Saves you manpower in the long run as well, especially if you've got mid-bunker instead of the base medics with the casualty clearing. Kind of helps you keep pace with a lot of the US Forces manpower cheats. Captain's flanking maneuver just about allows the decrew on the machine gun, not quite. Squad coming out here very, very low to cap.
A victory point is under attack.
Okay, LG-40's there for some defense though. Missing its shot though, as it does. No retreat. Vet 3 as well, it's got loads of health now. Vet 3 with the skirts.
Riflemen are ready.
Across the Pacific struggling for manpower now, building a second AT gun.
Reports of enemy movement near our victory point.
Grenade in. Nice, just retreat here. Save the manpower.
Captured a victory point.
Oh no. Upstaying their welcome, both of these squads. And they're both gonna die. Oh no, chase from the rifles. That is very lucky. Very, very lucky.
Riflemen ready.
HamSAMwich just spamming out rifles now. Just waiting for the next call in. Probably shouldn't have gone for this extra rifle squad. Should have just stalled up for the next easy 8. It's going to be a Brumbier for across the Pacific. I think that's probably the right call. I think it's double AT guns like this, the P4, I think it's just going to get penetrated too easily. Does mean you're kind of conceding the fact that you're not going to be able to kill the Greyhound. But you're just going to try blast whatever comes into middle. Try to fight for the VPs. Which, given HamSAMwich is at 70 VPs, can probably get the win. A lot of these squads overstaying their welcome. This fights squad down there. Unforced. MG forced back as well. So I think in these spots you want to fight hard on one point with the Brumbier, pretty much bring your entire army around the Brumbier, clear off a VP, then move to the next VP. Leave like, you know, one pyro behind to do some back capping.
200 points remaining.
Just move around the map like that at this stage. So yep, clear off that VP. AT gun's heading out there completely undefended though. It's too risky of a unit to go cap with. AT guns from the side. Brumbier has to back off. A risky cap here. Egrins coming in. Oh boy, Greyhound getting around to the side of the AT gun in the blink of an eye. And that's going to go down. Very, very risky.
Enemy movement near victory point.
Oh, another MG42. Where'd that come from? I didn't even notice that one, alright. Well, there's a second MG42 in the mix. Grabs down there.
A victory point has fallen into enemy control.
T-gun gonna get turned over. This is nightmare fuel. 3 AT guns now. Very hard to play with vehicles. Probably GG at this stage for across the Pacific. Without turning over the extra anti-tank gun, could consider going for like a sniper in the late game. Something you feel comfortable with. Gives you some long-range vision. Gives you another tool to bleed the riflemen. Force them push into you, but Greyhound gets round to the side, polishes off the Brumbier. Didn't recover that MG either. Another P4 for across the Pacific.
Rifles losing integrity.
Both popping their Vet 1 abilities.
Enemy is losing their grasp.
These Greens
They're down
win.
to 100 points.
MG going out to that side to cap. Another P4 about to pop out. Got enough for another loiter. There's still the inkling of a chance. If it wasn't 3 AT guns, the P4 could work some magic under the cover of a loiter, I think. But with 3 AT guns and a lot of snaring squads, it's just so hard. Especially vetted up snaring squads who've got the extra damage. First snare.
Enemy down to 75 points and falling.
Captain's artillery coming down.
Cover his position!
Oh, not quite able to get the cap off. And he's stored in the middle. It's the bar rifles. P4 is coming across to this side. There's a little bit of time before the AT guns get here. I was dead. Need the LG40 to come over to this side as well, I think.
Only 50 points left.
Sprinting in for the snare. Oh, that extra shot from the stolen pack was enough for the engine damage there. P4 is completely out of commission now because the Pyro Squad just died. This is the time to drop the loiter for sure. Just drop it in the middle over here.
That's more. Defend our victory point.
Oh, it's a huge grenade. That is a huge one.
Almost there.
25 VPs.
25 points.
Where's the loiter? Oh, G40 missing. And there's another easy 8.
This is it. Take their last 10 points.
The loiters in now, but it's too late. Points already been locked out. That's CG. So yeah, the early game was, I think, fine enough build order. There was a pretty early Greyhound, but it didn't do like crazy damage, didn't like wipe a bunch of stuff immediately. It was pretty well contained by the double LG40s overall. Like, fortunately, end up surviving on a pixel over here just because the LG40 doesn't do as much damage per shot as the pack. And yeah, I'm overall still probably an LG40 hater after all these changes, just because of its accuracy, right? It's just not reliable enough against the Greyhound. In my opinion, like against light vehicles in general, just misses too many shots. And then later on, it just doesn't scale. It doesn't have enough penetration. Sort of like bouncing basically half its shots against the Easy 8. So it's a bit of an awkward one. But yeah, apart from that, LG40s quite often switched over to HE mode, forgot to take off prioritized vehicles. Seemed like they missed quite a few firing opportunities because of that. But yeah, overall, the early game for Across the Pacific went fine. It's just once the first tank came out, had, you know, about 600 manpower spare, had a few choices to make there, and they were the wrong ones. Needed to invest into a second pyro, because once the P4, that first P4 took damage, it was out of action for, it felt like about 2.5 minutes, waiting for the single Pioneer that was, you know, out on the field capping or something to end up getting forced off to retreat and then repair it up. And you just can't afford, if you've got like a timing advantage on your opponent, you've got a tank out before their tank, you know, it's done some damage, it's back for repairs. You can't afford for it to be off the field for like 2.5 minutes. It just gives them a complete free pass to stall up for their own tank. So, you know, pyros are pretty cheap. As I said, there was a lot of opportunities to use them, both building a mid bunker, which also I would have done at that same timing after the P4 repairs. Build a mid bunker really helps you. If you got the munition spare, you know, frees up the grenadier healing to use on field. casualty clearing to help you keep up with the US Forces manpower cheats. It is incredibly valuable. And just less micro burden, you know, don't have to constantly be mucking around back here worried about, oh, do I need to heal now, or waiting for more stuff to retreat and have a whole bunch of stuff so you can get healing value. Just frees you up to focus on fighting. So yeah, those, I'd say that was like the critical junction where the game started to slip away. But yeah, just a few too many unforced squad wipes, and then a few too many squads just kind of standing and losing fights, maybe in the vague hopes of like capping a VP, but there was like no chance of them being able to win the fights. You know, they're often like just grenadiers fighting against double bar riflemen. It's just gonna cause you a lot of manpower bleed, a lot of heartache. And yeah, you're not going to cap the point anyway because you're just going to lose the fight. So we've got to be a bit more willing to retreat, unless you've got like some X factor coming in, like mortar or machine gun to lay down some suppression. Just especially if you got a VP lead, like I think at that stage it was about 150 VP lead. Just retreat, save your manpower because you're going to need it. It's a lot more valuable for you than it is for the US player who's got all the ISC discounts. And it's just, yeah, just a losing fight in the first place. That way as well, if you forget about the engagement, you're not going to lose a squad. Just get out of there early. But yeah, I would like to see some more mines. Maybe that could have been facilitated with the extra pyros in the late game. It'd be pretty tough to deal with the Greyhound very fast. And once it's got all that extra health from Vet 3, like it's pretty durable as well. Maybe the AT gun position from across the Pacific could use some work as well. Slightly out of spots, so it wasn't ready. You got to make sure wherever you're like pushing forwards, you always have your AT gun like there on that side. But yeah, I don't know. I think would I've gone for the Stug here? I don't know. I've been having quite a lot of success with the Stug recently. That may be tainting my opinion. I don't know. We'll give you a better chance of killing off the Greyhound. Something early to chase it down, which seems to be more vulnerable to getting engine damage and stuff in the earlier stages of the match. Anything else? No, I think the P-Greens generally pretty well handled. The Vet 1 ability usage on them was adequate. Grenade usage was fine. Yeah. Look at the stats. I mean, the KD is maybe a little bit bad, but that's on the tail end of things. Pretty even stats overall. As for HamSAMwich, yeah, it just felt like his early game engagements were a little bit weaker than we usually see from US forces. Usually they're applying a bit more pressure around that timing with the Greyhound with the superior numbers. AcrossThePacific did a pretty good job handling that. Well, anyway, guys, a wrap on that. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.